You got one with this one, Melody?
Hey, y'all! Y'all, I had to pop out. Okay? I had to pop out and let me say hello. I know y'all probably wasn't expecting me, but how y'all doing? I hope all is well. This is Skyye Lyfe, your host. Now, I'm not fully back yet, y'all. Okay? I'm not fully back yet. But I want, hey, Miss Lady T. What's up, girl? I gotta address the ops. Shout out to the ops and shout out to the whole R. Kelly sector. Shout out to everybody who's still in this fight. Shout out to everybody who is honest, who is a real R. Kelly supporter, and who is honest in this fight, who is not telling lies, who is not trying to hate on people, who is not trying to be a distraction in the R. Kelly sector. You know, it's a whole bunch of people that try and blemish my image. And I gotta give I'm sorry, y'all know I'm the petty champ. I gotta give a petty moment to address the haters. Gotta Sharon, get the fuck out the spot. Okay. You ain't in the spot. You ain't the one. Okay. I got to make sure I say this on my channel because I said it on Dana's channel, but I got to make sure I say it on my channel. You ain't the one and you ain't in the spot. You want to lie and say that I was recording you for what? You women, y'all women are so funny. Because in order for you to think that I want to record you, you feel like you up. You ain't up. Girl, you are not up. But hold on, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me put a little beat on so we can give a few people time to get in here because I know I just popped out of nowhere. I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I ain't fully back yet. I got a couple, and y'all, I ain't gonna lie to you. I still got something to do on my taxes, but then I'm done. And hopefully I could pop back out. Let me play a beat real quick and give people time to come in. And then I'm on her neck. But get out the spot, girl. You ain't, I'm not impressed by you. You ain't up. Okay? You ain't up over me. What make you think I'm impressed? Well, I got to record you. If anything, you will be recording me. The audacity. I don't know what y'all women be thinking, going against other women bloggers for what? Especially if you in the R. Kelly sector. Why you got some sweat with another R. Kelly supporter? And if you had some sweat, why you ain't say it on the phone? Y'all punks or something. Hold on, matter of fact, I forgot to do something. I'm gonna do that while I play the song. Hold on, let me give y'all we're gonna play a little beat. Shout out to all the true subscribers. It's okay for a man to cry. It's a time and place for everything. It's a time and place for all this shit. Hey. Feel like crying, but I hold that shit. 250. Big Ricky. Crying in front of my family. If you don't understand, then you ain't a man. Also got feeling too, right? Somebody that can lean on. Yeah. Somebody that's gonna be strong. Yeah, I'ma be strong. I've been feeling lost and shit. Throwing off and shit. How I'm feeling right now, I awesome shit. Seeing how you looked at me, yeah, I called the shit. Wanna take back everything I talk, bitch. Rap niggas talking down, throwing salt and shit. But I talk them niggas, I don't get them flowers, but I get them flowers. They ignoring me, that was fucked up. Couldn't get shit up out of me. You don't know my struggle, you don't know my pain. Stuck in my old ways, but I know I changed. You don't
know my name. Stop judging me. I ain't a killer, don't put it, stop mugging me. I'ma go out with a bang, boy, blood on me. All at the courthouse with the judge on me. You the same nigga playing in the sandbox with me. You the same nigga came from the mud with me. This shit crazy. Like crime, but all the shit. I don't be crying in front of my family. If you don't understand, then you ain't a man. They gon' need somebody they can lean on. They gon' need somebody that's gon' be strong. Carry the load, yeah, I'ma be strong. I can break down when I am alone.
Shout out to Finesse 2 times. Big Fab. Shout out to Big Fab. Finesse 2 times. I hope he overcomes getting out of this contract and just goes ahead and pays Mob Task to get out of his contract so he could take off. Right now, it's Finesse's time. There's nothing in his way outside of that contract. He just got to take it. And I hope somebody provides him with that clarity so he can do that. Okay, one more beat. And then we about to start. And I'm going to tell y'all, I probably ain't going to be able to focus too much on the comments because I'm going to be in the zone. Okay? I'm going to be in the zone. Okay, let's see. They might strike me for this. Let me see. Who was it? Nah, we're going to throw it back. Let's throw it back. Y'all probably know this song. We used to get hyped off this song, yeah. Be a step outside of jail, listen to this song.
Ain't nobody getting in the club right now. Ain't nobody getting in the club right now.
I'm Shawty, what my name is. Shawty. And I got my boys with me. You gonna let us up through him, and we gonna buy the bar. And we're gonna go, no. We for the ATL, we ready to represent VIP.
Who your boy?
Phone question.
Shit, man, I'm pulling excuse on nigga, fuck me out the club, nigga. That don't mean nothing, nigga. Well, fuck this nigga up, my nigga. Shit, let me show this motherfucker how hard this shit really is, though.
Outside of the club, and you think I'm a punk.
To your melon, when the plasma is oozing out of your cerebellum. Fuck nigga, now you're swelling. We ain't talking hardcore, now it's your little bitch. Everybody's scared of bigger nigga, cause I put the heat to his hill bigger. Now own that frame and own some of that days. My pistols getting thirsty, now I need some of the drink. So I'm outside of the club, and you think I'm a punk.
So I go to the cabinet, now I'm open the trunk. Okay.
Call that bitch Bonita. Knock the apple off any bum with a hollow heat seeker. Red Cross bitch niggas. Fuck the pint. She take blood by the leader. I'll never leave her. My bitch is fixing. On liquor, send that ass to God quicker. No matter your religion. You Muslim, Hebrew, or Christian. She indiscriminate with punishment. She send a missing. My gun's my favorite bitchin'. And she got permanent PMS. So I'm out bitchin'. The club and you think I'm a punk. So I go to my loaded tank. Now I just open the trunk. I told that motherfucker, I ain't never scared.
What?
I ain't never scared.
What?
I ain't never scared. 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 Don't kiss no ass or take shit.
Let's go, T.I.
Somebody to play with. If you don't like me when you see me, better not say shit. I choke your ass out like Dre did that bitch. You better tell these pussies they ain't fucking with no rich. I'm a bankhead nigga, I take your cookie. Hey, so don't make it a me or you situation. I had your partner down, I see you visitation. Like, hope for the best, but I don't think he gon' make it. Not the way he was shivering and shaking on the pavement. I tell you what, if you make a calibrations, he amazing. Find out these verses, one the only thing blazing it. Just when you thought that I was done, I was saving them. Best for last, nigga, kiss my ass like Delary. They my focus, best you just let them be. Cause I do the shit pre-hand confessions and never see. So I'm outside of the club and he think I'm a ball. So I go to my lunatic 9 and
Open the trunk.
I told that motherfucker, I ain't never scared. 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 Yeah, nigga. This break 'em out, motherfucker.
All right, y'all. Prima Donna in the building. What's up, Gus? Shout out to you for maintaining the course. I see your videos. I don't care what nobody talking about. You maintain the course. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. It's always going to be a hater, okay? It's always going to be a hater. And let the haters hate, okay? But maintain the course. I don't care what they talking about. And I ain't get a chance to even say that to you when they was trying to get on you about all the other drama, and you stood up and admitted to what was going on, okay? Don't continue to not be ashamed, and don't let nobody shame you. All right, y'all. So this is Skyye Lyfe. I'm your host. If you want to donate to the channel, my time is money. Okay, so if you all do want to see, some of y'all can't do that because y'all time ain't money. Okay, you have no value in your life. Okay, but I'm one of the people that do. So if you all would like to donate, I don't care what you donate. It could be a $1, 99 cents, whatever. It'll all be used for the channel, for the StreamYard, for these apps, for all these videos you see. It's a cost to all of this. If you all want to, also, you can hit the like button. You can support the channel like that. They also got the super chat, super stickers, and yada da 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 da. Okay, so shout out to the, I already shouted out the true supporters. Shout out to the ops. Y'all ain't never got it right, okay? And y'all still ain't got it right now. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks. I'm not fully back. But I had to pop out. The ops is talking and it's not making no sense. And I got notes too, y'all. Yes, that's gonna be my new thing, is my little notepad when I got to walk y'all down. But this ain't really a walk down. This is just clarification. Okay, so for those of you that don't know, R. Kelly is seeking a new trial. Again, his information has been breached. And he has a new attorney. I'm not absolutely fine. Actually, I really don't like him, but I'm not gonna really hate on the man because at this point, that's really all R. Kelly got in his defense. In regards to this brief that he just submitted, he submitted a brief. There was an inmate who admittedly stated that he provided the government with R. Kelly's I'll just say paperwork and mailings to the prosecution. Okay, his name is supposed to be Mondi. We don't know who the man is. I think his name is Habib. So if you hear me say Habib, that's who I'm talking about. That's the mystery man. Habib, sure, as far as we know, that could be the Habib from the corner store from the old Happies, the old liquor store in Chicago. We don't know who this dude is. So Habib admitted, keyword admitted, ops admitted that he gave the information to the prosecution or shared the information. Okay, so let's start it off. And we're gonna have to do a little history. Now I'm a little rusty, but I'm gonna need y'all help on a couple of things. And I'm really about to be in the zone. So if I miss y'all comment, you know, don't put it on my hide. Okay. So talking about my opinion on the breach that was Lord, what is the word? I don't forgot the word. The brief that was submitted by R. Kelly's attorney, Bo Brindley. I liked it. I felt it was a little basic, but sometimes you don't have to have all the fluff and flair and just go ahead and get to the point. We all know that they've always denied everything that R. Kelly's attorneys have submitted because the gig is in. They don't want R. Kelly out of prison. Whether he has had a unfair trial, he's had his BOP prison information stolen and given to the public. I mean, they don't care. They want R. Kelly in prison. So is it gonna be fair? Is it gonna be denied? I mean, going with the pattern, they deny everything else. They find a way to cheat this man out of his freedom. So would I be surprised? No, but I was impressed by the what they submitted. And I'm not a legal person, so let me put that on the table too. I do listening comprehension and reading comprehension. When I'm listening and talking to you all, I'm doing a lay person, non-legal person response and comprehension. Now, if you talk to a legal person, they might have a whole different perspective on the on this whole scenario. And I am gonna go listen to what Angie said, and if I need to come back and add some stuff and on the legal side, then I will. So let's talk about this dude Mondi. So Mondi was R. Kelly's, allegedly, all commentary is alleged on this channel. We don't know what's the truth, what's the lies, but this is what's going on. So Mondi was supposed to be R. Kelly's, he states he was R. Kelly's cellmate, and I'm not sure how long, but also the brief states that too. So let me stop playing. The brief that Bo Brindley submitted, he stated that that Mondi was R. Kelly's cellie, and that he submitted the information. That's what the brief is about. They're basically saying that due to this breach that he deserves a new trial, and he does. But he also deserved a new trial back when his BOP communications was stolen. And now I got to talk to the ops. Oh, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm gonna take my little sinus medicine. She said my thing is, did the prosecutors ask the inmate to do it, or did he commit? Okay, let's go there. Oh, I'm going there. Don't even worry, Primo. I'm going there. We about to talk about all that. I'm about to clear that up because we ain't on the slow bus over here. Okay. Okay, so the brief stated, Bo Brindley, R. Kelly's attorney, stated that Mondi was his cellie, and that the information was let me leave that up there too. That the information was provided to the prosecution. And hold on, I'm being distracted by myself. I want to see some movement. Give me a second. We'll just go with this for right now. Okay, so the information was provided to the prosecution. That's what the brief is about. They're trying to get R. Kelly a new trial. So let's talk about the fundamentals of all of this. The prosecution, first of all. You ops, y'all ain't never got it right. I don't understand y'all angle, like how y'all don't comprehend things. It's basic listening comprehension. But you all are so against R. Kelly. You all just want to be intellectually dishonest and not look at things for what they are. First, second, third, fourth, 1 through 10. If you are any person of integrity or any type of morals and ethics, okay, you know for a fact that the BOP information was stolen, okay, which is in a direct violation of R. Kelly's trial, okay? Unjust trial from the BOP communications being stolen. Now we have another breach, okay? And if we don't even want to believe that this was a breach, let's stick with the BOP information being stolen and given to Tasha K, and then Tasha K gave it to R. Kelly's girlfriend, father, and Azriel Clary was a star witness in the case. Okay, so the allegation is that, and I have to say allegation because, you know, Bo Brinley messed it up in regard to submitting the paperwork, but I ain't even get to that part yet. Okay, so just with the BOP breach alone, and you know that happened, how do you all come on the internet and still argue that R. Kelly should still be in jail and that he does not deserve a fair trial? I mean, you people are some of the lowest people that I even can think of. You know that is a violation and that he should have got a new trial. And given the fact that we don't know what was provided, I don't care if it was his attorney-client privilege, if it was his phone calls to his girlfriends. I don't care if it was a phone call to me, a letter to me. It should not have left that prison. Okay. Now let's talk about that further. And y'all, let me make sure I got my comments up. Y'all let me know if I'm incorrect. Because from what I recall, Bo Brinley zapped that whole situation and did not submit the paperwork for that trial. Okay. Do you all remember that? Do you recall that? The trial for the Tasha K breaching and giving the BOP officer, giving Tasha K his legal communications, the personal communications, and whatever communications they were. He did not submit the paperwork timely, so he kiboshed that whole case. So unfortunately, y'all us will never know the truth about that unless there's some legal way to bring it back. But to my understanding, it's a DI. Okay, dead issue. Can't ever go back to it. Okay, so unfortunately, we will never know and have Tasha K on the stand to be able to discuss that, or the parents, or Azriel, any of that. And that is like the most crucial part of the case, because Azriel did turn on R. Kelly. We all saw it. Now the question is why? Now you all could believe me or not believe me, but when I did talk to Angelo, he stated that he got the paperwork, okay, and provided it to his daughter. Now you could believe me or not. Now further, make sure I mark that off. Hold on, get my pen. Okay, so in regards to the BOP breach, Bo Brinley, from what I recall, did not file the paperwork timely, so that case was never even brought to fruition. Okay, so stop trying to act like that was questionable and we don't know, and they didn't make an attempt to do something about it, because they did, but it failed because once again, R. Kelly had poor legal attorneys. Okay, now let me scratch that off. All right, now are we supposed to sit up here and act like the feds are so honest and the prosecutors are so honest and so willing to provide information when we all know they held R. Kelly's discovery? Remember the 34, what they call it, the 3400, the Giglio material, his discovery was held. Okay, they didn't want to get that information up. Do you not remember? So you want us to think that the government is so honest and they're so righteous and we're supposed to believe that, oh yes, they want R. Kelly to have a fair trial. My behind. Okay? My behind. You know better. That's my whole thing. You know better. She said, because it don't matter how they feel. That's great. Yes, it is. It's grounds for a new trial. Okay, so do you all ops? Do y'all not recall that? Do you not recall that? So if they are willing to hold his 3400, his discovery, his Giglio material, what makes you think they're going to provide the information about the breach in the BOP with his prison information? And let's go further. Let's go deeper. When that whole incident happened, did the government say, oh, there's been a breach of R. Kelly's prison information into the public and provide it? Did that happen? I'm gonna just sit here and wait and let you answer that to yourself, and then I'll respond. No. Okay, and you know how we know? Did you all also? Now I know I'm rusty and don't recall everything, but I recall Bonjean submitting a motion to compel for the prosecutors to provide the BOP information. Do we not remember that, people? You intellectual people that are so honest and have so much integrity and smarts, do you not remember that? She had to file a motion to compel and still didn't get the information. That's the reason why they had to push forward to a trial, because she was trying to, well, Bonjean left. So then Bo Brindley was trying to get them to submit the information. So they had to go and try to get a trial in order to get the information. Are we all not here on the same R. Kelly case? Do we not follow the same trial in the background? I know it's a lot of stuff, but come on now. Y'all got to remember that motion to compel. If they were so willing to give it, why did they have to file that? Why did Bonjean have to file that? If the government is so honest and so willing for R. Kelly to have a just trial. Come on now. It's like y'all be talking to a wall. I don't know how well, I guess you won't remember that because you're not in support of him being free anyway. So, but I'm gonna give you that little tidbit for your notes. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I talked about them holding the information. Okay, we attempted for the trial. Oh, and he Bo Brindley kiboshed it. Okay. What else do we have? Feds are going to breach and submit the info. Okay, I talked about that. Yep, Bo Brindley failed to submit the information that would have brought that trial forward. Remember they were saying he was sick. That's when all that was going on. Okay. Let me see. But bottom line, the prosecution, it's war. Okay. R. Kelly was in a fight for his life. Them prosecutors not playing fair. The defense probably wasn't playing fair neither. So let's not sit up here and act like everybody is, we're attorneys and we're all upscale and we're all have integrity and we're not willing to get this man put behind prison. Because you got to understand, this is a political agenda. That whole attack on R. Kelly, that was political. For them to come back, get the same, go after him again for a trial that he had in 2008 and was acquitted, people, to try and move the jurisdiction, change the charges, and bring him back on that same P-tape trial. You tell me if that's not political. Come on now. And the same thing happened. I got this in my notes. Same thing with the Diddy trial. You see all them allegations that the prosecution came out with. They lied in the Diddy trial. Even a jury didn't believe none of that stuff. It was throughout. So how come you all are so quick to believe the prosecution's narrative? I guess because you all don't like R. Kelly. So I mean, I guess that makes sense. But be honest about it. In the Diddy trial, they had all them allegations and all them charges, and it didn't stick. The man beat the RICO. Come on now. So everything that the prosecution puts out and says is not necessarily true, and it can't be proven, it wasn't proven, or the jury just don't believe the lies. Done with Diddy. Okay. Do we forget how she said, do we forget how R. Kelly himself confirmed when he was asking about this brief and investigation, he was left hanging. We won't forget that part. Exactly. Left hanging. They had to try and force to get a trial to bring the information to light. And they never turned over the full BOP investigation information to the defense. To my knowledge, still to this day. Now let's go. Okay. Back to Mondi. Okay, this is what I got about Mondi. Mondi giving permission to read R. Kelly's information. Okay, we all know. What's a nice word? R. Kelly is delayed. He has Would it be developed? I don't know what he has. We'll say mental health development disabilities. I don't know his diagnosis. But he has problems reading. Okay, so he's known for having his cellies and other inmates that he trusts read his information to him, read his letters and write letters, etc., etc. Okay, we know that. But let's put on our smart caps, people. Just because R. Kelly tells a person that they can read his communications does not mean that he gives consent for these people, or it doesn't give them the legal right to give it to his prosecution, to the prosecutors in R. Kelly's case. Come on now. If I ask you to read, if you my cellie and I ask you to read my mail for me, and then I take my mail and put it up, even if I don't put it up and I leave it on my bed, you have no right to steal it and give it to the prosecutors and once again interfere with my trial. Because that's what this is, people. This is an interference of R. Kelly's case. That's the bottom line. So how you all equate the fact that he gave the inmate the consent to read his mail, that Habib had the right to go take it to the prosecutors? That's not consent for that. He gave consent to read it, and then R. Kelly did what he had. And plus, it's prison. Okay? Let's not act like even if he had a lock for his lock box, that prisoners are not. See, y'all gonna make me bring my prison friend in. That prisoners don't break into them lock boxes and steal that stuff. And how do we know that he didn't steal it? How do we know that R. Kelly wasn't in the shower when the man went and broke in and took it? I mean, come on, there's so many different ways that they could have got that information. And even just the fact that he gave consent to read it does not mean that, oh, you got the right to go give it to the feds. Come on, y'all, put on your thinking caps. That to me is something that's not major. That's you know what I'm saying? Come on. I'm asking you to read my mail from Skyye. I'm not saying, okay, you can read it and since I gave you consent, now you can do whatever the hell you want to with it. Because if that's the case, he could have gave it to some of the other inmates. He could have left it outside on what they call it in the day room. He could have took it to the chow hall. Y'all, I'm sitting up here talking. I don't know nothing about no prison, but what I hear the guys talk about them being in there. But yeah, no. The answer is no. And if Habib is the one that's saying that he did it in the recording of the lying lady, and we don't see, that's what I'm saying. We don't know if it's the truth or it's a lie, or if it was doctored up. Habib stated that he did take the information and he shared it with the prosecution. Do we know if he was hired? We don't know if he was part of the team. We don't know if he had his own agenda. We don't know nothing. But my comment on Habib is this, okay? I don't like you. If you want to act like you on R. Kelly's team and you are so you for him, when did you become for him? If you knew that was wrong, why did you take his information and give it to the prosecution? And I'm not clear on that whole situation. Did he get an incentive? Did they pay Habib to do that? Like, why did he do that? And then you want to turn around and then you want to flip back and be on R. Kelly's side and tell R. Kelly that you did it? Is that how it went? But you think now that because you flip back to his side after you affected his trial, you think that we supposed to like you now and support you? I mean, I guess we kind of have to, but I got 4, 5 side eyes on you, my boy. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna go against you because we need you. Hopefully, if this worked to get R. Kelly a new trial, then so be it. But I don't like you, and I'm watching you. Okay, and I hope that answers the question. Just because R. Kelly gave consent or even asked somebody to read his information for him, okay, yeah, there's a possibility that they're gonna share it. Yeah. But will R. Kelly ever think that this dude is a snake and about to take it to the prosecution? I mean, but either way, it's his bad. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, that's what they say, that you keep all your personal information and all your paperwork to yourself. You don't share that, okay? But if you do, I guess, you know, things like this can happen. Now, let me see if I have something else. I hope I answered that question. Oh, and further, let's get to the meat. Let's get to the meat on the bone. Let's say Habib did it on his own. He decided, I'm finna go against R. Kelly. The government is asking me to do this. I don't care if they didn't, and he volunteered it to him. Guess what, y'all? Guess what? They shouldn't have took it. The prosecution should have never accepted that information from Habib because it was fruit from the poisonous tree. They knew that was his confidential information. Okay? And let's not sit up here and act like, oh, the government's going to be honest and be like, oh, yeah, we did let Habib give us this information. Come on now, y'all, stop. That is just plain stupid. If you really believe that the prosecution is going to be honest and say, yes, we knew he had a breach of the BOP information, and we already see they ain't get that up. But now we go supposed to think that, oh, yeah, they're going to say that Habib provided them with some of R. Kelly's mail. Are we really going to try and sit up and say that the prosecution is honest is going to do that? No, they against R. Kelly. It's all type of games that's being played. They want R. Kelly to go down and stay in prison. Why would they come back and be like, oh, yeah, we did take this from Habib, knowing it's a breach? They shouldn't have never accepted that information, even if he did bring it to him on his own or with their participation. And that's the main thing I want to put on the table. The prosecution shouldn't have never took it. However it was presented, if they told Habib to go get it, they was wrong. They shouldn't have sent him to do it. And if he did it on his own, they shouldn't have took it. Same way Tasha K shouldn't have took that information, his BOP legal information, and submitted it to the public and also to Jane Doe number 5's father, period. Or anybody else who she gave it to. Okay? Fruit from the poisonous tree, she shouldn't have took it. That's what's righteous. You don't take stuff that you know, because if you were supposed to have it, then if Tasha K, if you were supposed to have it, why you didn't already have access to it? If the public was supposed to have it, why didn't we already have access to it? Y'all work my nerves sometimes. Y'all just don't think. Okay, what's next? Give him permission to read information. Okay, I went over that. Now, okay, and let's talk about the defense. Bo Brinley submitted the brief. That's his theory. That's his narrative. Okay, so let's say the prosecution does come back and say, we didn't get that information. None of that happened. He's lying. What do y'all think gonna happen though? Somebody got to get on the stand. Habib is gonna have to get on the stand and say they did it. I don't care what the prosecution said they didn't get it, because guess what? We all learned during the 6 years of the R. Kelly trial, we learned that testimony is evidence. If Habib gets up there and states that he got that information and the prosecution told him to do it, guess what? They gonna have to refute it. That's the defense. The prosecution can come up with whatever theory, whatever narrative they want to say. They didn't get it. They ain't seen it. They was blind on Tuesday and was seeing on Sunday. Don't matter, because Habib will have to get on the stand and state that he got the information, everything, whatever the whole narrative is, he gonna have to testify to it. Okay, that's the rebuttal from the defense. That's all the defense has to do. And they're gonna, I guess, if they bring the case, they have to present that, because I don't know if you could just I don't think they could just submit some paperwork that Habib said something. I believe he has to take the stand. But once again, I'm not a legal person, so I'm gonna go over there, see what Angie says. She might talk on that, and if so, then we'll go from there. But that's the defense, y'all. If the prosecution states that they didn't get it, y'all lying. Bo Brinley land, R. Kelly land. We don't even know who Mondi is. We don't know if he's Gandhi, but they don't. All the defense had to do was put that man on the stand. That's testimony is evidence, and then they go from there. But all of this stuff is preemptive. We don't know what's going on right now. Okay, we have to kind of wait. But I had to make sure I put that on the flow. The other statement that was made, R. Kelly and his blood clots. What you mean we didn't care? We cared. Bajin cared. His attorneys cared. They took care of his medical situation. So now he got to sit up there and lie. The man got to lie that he got blood clots. The man is over 50 years old. Okay? We all know that once you get over 40, that you start having medical problems. You actually could have them younger than that, but normally when you hit 40, the medical problems start kicking in, y'all. So we got to lie. We got to think the R. Kelly lying about having blood clots. We got to act like the man, what is he, 56 now? And we got to act like he don't have no medical problems. And then he got to make something up, to try and get some sympathy cards from us? No, he doesn't. I mean, y'all try to discredit everything that happens with that man. Everything. And I just don't understand it. It's just not righteous. Y'all just not righteous people. Then, I mean, and is prison a safe place? So he was also lying about the war, the white Aryan resistant people trying to kill him. So that's not believable. That's not believable, huh? But see, once again, we won't know because, from what I recall, Bo Brinley messed up the submitting of the paperwork, so that trial never came to fruition. You might not have knew that, but from what I recall, that's what happened. Prima, do you remember? Anybody else in the chat? That's what I recall happened with the Aryan resistant threat on R. Kelly's life when they was trying to get him in prison, unalive him in prison. Okay. When Choke was reading that. Exactly. So R. Kelly can still bring his lawsuit. Oh, he can? Okay, well, Lord, please. Because that right there, Prima, that's the crutch of the crutch. That's the case we need right there. That case right there finishes our puzzle pieces, okay? It finishes the puzzle piece in regards to the breach of his trial, the unjust trial, all the stuff with Tasha K, all the stuff with the prison. You see what I'm saying? That pulls everything that we've been going through together. But we will always be confused and not know, and because we don't have that information. And I hate that. I hate that for him. I ain't even really want to comment on that when that happened. I was very upset, and I'm still upset about that now because that was critical. Okay, now what else do I got? And I'm gonna drop the link too if y'all want to come up here and talk. Let me see what I got on this page. Oh, Rashana Landfair. If Rashana was such a victim and she was so done wrong by Kels, Rashana Landfair, y'all, for y'all that don't know, is the young lady that was allegedly in the P tape with R. Kelly. Okay. In 2008, she testified. She didn't testify because they wasn't there. They couldn't determine if R. Kelly was in the tape. Rashana and her family did not testify. They alleged that R. Kelly paid them to leave the country, and so they would not be there to testify. When they came back after him, I guess it was 2019. They ran the trial back, and it was under conspiracy. That same trial came back to Chicago federal under conspiracy. They beat the conspiracy. That was not proven, okay? It was not proven that R. Kelly paid Rashana and her family to leave the country, okay? Did not happen. Now, with Rashana, if she's such a victim, why does she need an incentive? If somebody pops you in your back or smacks your kid, why do I got to give you an incentive, a payment for you to go testify in court on something that happened to you on your own behalf. If you such a victim, okay, you didn't even come to the court. You didn't come to the trial. You didn't come to your own trial, the child pornography case for R. Kelly in 2008. You did not come to the trial, your own trial. But you showed up in the Chicago federal trial. You sure did. And guess why we, R. Kelly supporters, think you did? Because you had incentives, boo-boo. You got payments, boss baby. Lifetime of Section 8 gave you money. You know, I mean, come on now. Why, if you are such a victim, when we all know you was a willing participant, why does the prosecution have to give you an incentive package, okay, for you to come out and testify on your own behalf of something so egregious, so horrible that happened to you and your family? Why? That's my question. Why did she have to receive a payment to testify on her own behalf? And what do you think us R. Kelly supporters view that as? You don't show up for your own trial in 2008, but you do when they got payments on the table? How, Sway? How you think we look at that? We look at it like it's some BS, which it is. We got to pay you to speak up for yourself. But we all found out because you was in a relationship with R. Kelly. That's really what it was, okay? That's what it came down to. Okay, so I think that's about all that I have. Let me drop the link. Let me see. Invite guests. If y'all want to come up here and say something. If not, we're going to get out of here. But I had to put that on the table because I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all and all of these and just you're being intellectually dishonest. You know good and well that breach happened with the BOP. And at that point, if you was a person of integrity, you would say at that point, whether we had the trial or not, you know it happened. Why would you sit up here and not say R. Kelly deserves a new trial? But you all know, you all do what you do best. You ignore it and act like it didn't happen. And you still want to sit up here like you all on the righteous side when you're not. You're pushing a lie. Your whole agenda is a lie. The stuff that you're saying about R. Kelly did not happen. But instead, you all are supposed to be the righteous ones, and we supposed to be the ones that's the P-word supporters. And that we the clowns and that we looking at it wrong. No, it happened. It's not about whether he did it or not, he deserves a new trial. Okay? That's the part that I'm talking about with the integrity and righteousness. Did the man get a fair trial? Yes or no? And if you honest and say no, then why go further? And now we have another breach by Habib. Now we got another, it's really a BOP breach again, as far as I'm concerned, because Habib is in the federal prison, okay, with Kels. So that's another breach. It's just coming from an inmate this time. Now we got two breaches, and you all still sit over there and try and argue that R. Kelly does not deserve a new trial. Just because you all have had things happen in your own life, and I hate that happened to some of y'all, but R. Kelly didn't do that to you. Go prosecute the person that did that to you. Uncle Joe, Tom, and Frank, that's still sitting at the Thanksgiving table, still cutting the Christmas turkey, and y'all whole family says nothing. But yet when R. Kelly's name come up, you on the grandstand. You the first one talking, the loudest one bopping. I don't understand it. But you so righteous. And we the clowns. I don't get it. But that's all I got. I think that's all I got. But I'm tired, y'all. I just don't know how you all sleep at night. I understand you don't like R. Kelly. I understand all y'all stories and point of views, but it comes down to integrity, morals, and ethics. Y'all like some of y'all use the moral compass. What's up with your moral compass? If you know there was a BOP breach and you went into admit it, why go further? That's enough to say he needs a new trial. Now, did the legal system mess up? Did his attorneys jack him up? Did the Supreme Court jack him up by not hearing his cases? Yes, they did. But state that. State that it wasn't done righteously. We're not talking about what he did. We're talking about his trial. I've always said prosecute him and charge him for what he did. But no, they don't do that. You come back, the man had the child pornography charges, and you want to come back and hit him with a RICO? A one-man RICO? That's how you coming? For an R&B singer? And you all really want us to sit up here and believe, see, R. Kelly not ugly. I don't care what none of y'all say. The man got swag, and if they let him out tomorrow, it's a million. I'm sorry, it's a billion females that'll still J down with him. With the STD allegations, all that. Okay. You want us to believe that R. Kelly created, that's what they charge him with, y'all. His RICO, they charged him with well, I shouldn't say they charged him with, that's what the indictment was. They wanted us to believe that R. Kelly created a label so that he could jump off young girls. Okay. That's what his RICO, the basis of his RICO was. He had to create a label in order to entice, induce, and coerce young girls into his grasp so that he could jump off of them. Okay, that's what they built it off of. No enterprise. Okay. One man RICO. R. Kelly had no co-Ds, people. No co-defendants. Just him. They used his so-called enterprise to testify against him. I'm gonna tell y'all the prosecution is cold-blooded. I ain't mad at them. That's a cold legal move. That's cold-blooded. You come with a RICO, and they recreated and redeveloped and refaced the RICO, y'all. And guess how you know that we know that happened? Because guess who happened to next? Right after R. Kelly? P. Diddy. P. Diddy also had a one-man RICO. They ran the same play that they did on Kel's people on P. Diddy. P. Diddy just had enough money. See, Kel's didn't have his bread up. P. Diddy had sufficient prosecution teams with an S. I'm sorry, defense teams. He had attorneys that were legally astute and had great decorum, and they went in there and beat that RICO. If Diddy would not have beat that RICO, he would have got the same amount of time, if not more, than R. Kelly. Understand what's really going on, okay? Oh, Lord, here we go, y'all. Hold on, let me bring up Miss Lady T. You got the flow first. I see you back there, Kels. We gonna go. Let me let her go first. What's up, Miss Lady T? Can you hear me? Miss Lady T? I think you muted.
What up, what up, what up?
Hey, what's going on?
Talk to they calling Homeland Security on y'all.
Guess what? Call them. Because if they call me, I'm going to ask. I got IT experience and customer service experience. I'm going to ask for a job. They're going to be on the phone laughing like, girls, you for real? I am. Go ahead, baby.
Girl, don't you know Homeland Security is for like human trafficking and drug trafficking?
Okay, yes.
That's what Homeland Security is for.
Correct. It's a hot mess. It is an absolute hot mess.
It is. So like this R. Kelly case. So they trying to get a new trial for him.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Boy, I can't wait to. I want to be there when we get that new trial in Chicago. Or I definitely will be there.
I pray we get it. My Lord. I just pray we get it. I mean, because everything else y'all has been denied. They done put the kibosh on it. Supreme Court didn't even want to hear his appeals. I mean, it's just all wrong.
Man, I think the alleged accusers and the parents, they getting scared now.
You know what? I don't think they scared because they know that
they scared. Trust
you
me.
think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know. I think they know that these prosecutors is crooked and the politics is crooked and they all mad at kills. But go ahead, it's your time, it's up.
Because let's see. Because they going to call them, every last one is going to be called back. You know that, right?
Gonna be called back. That's the thing. That's the problem with the BOP trial. With that BOP trial, they was gonna have to call the father, Tasha K, Azriel, the BOP lady that stole the info. I'm talking about it was gonna go down, a showdown to go down. But go ahead.
And that inmate, they about to call him too.
Absolutely. So, but my thing is, why are we trying to act like everything is a lie when it comes to him?
Mm-hmm.
And even if let's say it is, if you was doing 30 years, ain't you gonna come up with, I'm throwing the whole house at you motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna just throw the roof first, legal team, then throw the back door, then throw the car. I don't care. I want out of here. I'm coming with everything I got. I'm fighting it. I promise you I'm fighting it.
Facts.
But thank you for coming up. We about to have some smoke, y'all.
Yeah, girl. Hey, be ready because they call Homeland Security on y'all.
Look, I don't call them because I already told you what I'm gonna say.
I'm just joking with y'all.
And by the time I get done talking about them, oh, it's gonna be one. They're gonna be like, okay, ma'am, thank you for your input. Oh yeah, I'm gonna walk them down. All cuss words is on the table too. I ain't gonna hold back. Well, thank you for coming up. Let me let this next person come up, y'all. Guess who we got? Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Oh,
here
Lord.
we go.
What?
Call his name. Call your Lord and Savior.
What? Lord.
That's what you need. That's what he need right now. The Lord.
This is the chief of staff of the ops, y'all. The chief of staff. What's
I don't have listen. I hope he overturned this. I hope he get a new trial.
Oh, really? Why?
I hope he get is to get a new trial. It is extremely hard to do it. It's gonna take a miracle. It's gonna take the Lord, like you said, right? But I hope he get it because y'all R. Kelly supporters need some type of moral victory. Not only do I hope he get it, I hope they overturn it. I hope they completely overturn it. So y'all can realize y'all just waste y'all motherfucking time because...
Wait, no, cuz, hold on, it's monetary.
Oh, okay, my bad. But here's the problem. New York. Even if y'all get this miracle loophole, in the Chicago case, not New York, his 30-year New York conviction has already fully been upheld by the Second Court of Appeals. The New York case is dead, it's locked, and because how the sentence overlap, he is legally locked into prison until December 2045, no matter what happened in Chicago.
Okay, now wait a minute. Which is the one that they did not hear? Was it New York or
This
Chicago?
is Chicago you're talking about. This is Chicago. New York is he didn't run out of bullets in New York. So regardless,
in New York, that's when they didn't even want to hear it. They denied it.
It's been fully the Second Court of Appeals in New York has fully upheld his appeal.
I remember
it's
one
locked.
was upheld and one was not heard.
It's locked. New York is locked. The case is dead and it's locked for New York. This is Chicago. What you talking about?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, regardless what happened in Chicago, because of the way the sentences overlap, he's going to be locked up until 2045, regardless. So this would just be a moral victory.
It's okay, but morally, that's what we're talking about. Because if we found out, just listen, if we found out morally that this did happen and there was a breach, it was an unjust trial, which taints the morality.
Hey, y'all can have that. Trial. But that doesn't get them out.
That lets I let you talk. That lets the world know that the New York trial was unjust as well and needs to be overturned, whether he got to stay in there or not. It lets the world know that the prosecution and he was wrong and it did not have a just trial.
Well, unfortunately, New York and Chicago was two different things. I know you want to join them together, but that's just not how it worked.
That is how it works. Because
okay, but you can believe that.
If there was
you can believe that if you want to. I'm not trying to convince you.
Listen, if there's a moral, you brought the word moral. If there's a moral,
no, I said it'd be a moral victory for y'all.
Right, but I'm saying if there's a moral, which is a moral impropriety, okay, and not just moral, that means that there's a legal impropriety. Let's go there. Let's use the proper word. That means that there's a legal impropriety, and that the whole process is tainted. So if we win this, it puts a stain on that.
Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem. New York is deadlocked. So how do you get around New York?
What I just said. And it's not about getting around it. It's about proving that he
let's say you prove it. Okay, let's say you prove it with Chicago. Would that just shave a year off? Let's just shave a year off his sentence?
How does it not taint New York?
Because it's two different jurisdictions, two different trials. It's
the same man, though.
It's different cases. New York brought their case that's completely different from Chicago case. Different evidence.
It's still a breach. It doesn't matter. A breach is a breach. If we can't believe that the Chicago trial was just, we damn sure can't believe.
So even if it's a breach, the breach is for Chicago. They're talking about Chicago.
It doesn't matter. I'm trying to tell you from my perspective, how it looks. If there is a legal impropriety in the Chicago trial, it's gonna look like the New York trial.
Well, they already tried though. They already tried and they failed for New York.
They didn't. What do you mean? There was no failure. The politicians kiboshed it. Let's not act like R. Kelly got a just trial, and let's not like everything was fair and upscale. I know you all like to believe that. I know you all like to state that, but we that's been following the case, we know. We know.
So if that's what you believe, why you think it will be different for a new trial?
Why would it be different? Because
the government is so unfair. Won't they be unfair every time regardless how many trials he get?
I'm gonna say this.
All of a sudden they're gonna be fair on this new trial.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
I wanted Bonjean. Bonjean would have walked them down. She'd have walked them lying witnesses down, and it would have been a whole new ball game. I don't know about bro Brinley. I don't think he'd have walked them like,
Bonjean tried and failed. Bonjean tried and failed.
Nothing. She did not fail. What did she fail at?
Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
She didn't miss nothing.
Yeah, with his appeals.
If the gig is in on R. Kelly, all the way from the public to the Supreme Court.
Did she win any of his appeals?
Everybody that was the whole prosecution legals team, from the public all the way to the Supreme Court, they were against R. Kelly.
Did she win in his appeals?
For not even supporting the appeal, I can't even remember what it was, but it was some bullshit. It wasn't even no just reason of not to even hear it.
Did Bojang win any of his appeals?
I mean, how could she? You all, for some reason, think that these prosecutors and these judges are fair. That's what you all.
So if that's your argument, what's the difference now?
We would have had a different attorney, and hopefully she would have been able to do what the other attorneys did in regards to these witnesses. They let these.
But no, I'm talking about the unfairness. I'm talking about the unfairness. If you saying if they was unfair then, if your claim is they was unfair then,
you missed the beginning of my life. I said
I did.
If he gets a new trial. Oh, you was there? You was listening?
I said I did. I missed it.
Okay, so that's what I said. I said all his motions and everything has been denied. So it's not shocking if this happens again. But does that mean it's righteous? No. But I'm not going to sit up here and give false hope to people when we all know that the gig is in on R. Kelly. I said that. Now, do I want them to get a just trial? Do I want them to be fair? Yes. But it is what it is. That's what I said.
Well, it's under advisement, right?
But I want to answer my question. If all know that there was a BOP breach, why do you all sit up there and continue to argue that he had a fair trial?
Well, the government is arguing that
that's New York. Okay, we talking about that happened to New York. But go ahead.
That was Chicago.
It was
Chicago.
That was New York. His first.
He was at the MCC. He was at the MCC when that happened.
I don't remember that. I remember it being his first trial, not the second. The first.
No, he was at MCC. It happened before both his trials, I believe.
No, it was. I remember that. It was doing.
But that was at the MCC. But listen, you made me forget what the hell I was gonna say.
Hey,
so
Madonna said that even after the Second Circuit upheld R. Kelly's New York federal conviction in 2025, there are still a few legal doors left.
What? Enlighten me what it is then. Enlighten me what it is.
In both cases.
Oh, yeah, you can't tell us what is it. Please let me know what it is.
Act like things occurred did not affect the trial. Right. It all affected the trial. But that's so you ain't answering my question. If you know there was a BOP breach.
Okay, yeah. That's what I want to answer.
Being in prison. Why do you support he got a fair trial, or do you not give a damn?
Because let's say even if it was a BOP breach, right? They didn't use that evidence in court to convict him. Now, had they used that evidence to convict him as part of their trial, the breach information, you may have an argument, but they didn't use that. So you want this breach. So let me ask you this.
If you know what happened, why does that have to be used? Why can't you know that is legally, morally, integrity, I just made a word, incorrect, and that should have stopped the trial. You know that.
The trial didn't even the trial, the New York trial was
New York because it was Azriel. That's how we know it was New York. It was Azriel's information that that's
but they brought it up under Chicago. Because New York was done and over with.
Because the BOP did not provide the information. They were shimmy and trying to scoot around it.
New York was done and over with, and they brought it up under Chicago. But let me ask you this.
They had to bring it up under Chicago because you all kept denying that it happened. You all did not want to give the information up. That's why.
Okay, so let me ask you. I got you. Let me ask you this question. Why should they disregard all the other evidence that they brought in trial to convict him over some mail? And considering they didn't use the mail for the evidence in this trial.
Because it's not legal.
Huh?
Is that a good answer? Is that because it's not legal? And
What's not legal?
The fact that his prison communications were leaked to the public.
Well, they have to show that they used that information to convict him, and I don't see how they're going to do that.
How do you not see that?
Because the trial, because when they, because when
wait, if they were,
you asked me a question.
Okay, but wait, okay, go ahead.
Because we all seen the trial. We all seen the evidence that was presented in trial, and it had absolutely nothing to do with any mail.
How do we not? What do you mean it don't have? Azriel flipped. Azriel,
so
the star witness in the New York trial, stated that first she was for R. Kelly, and then she turned against him. The allegation and the narrative is that it was due to the BOP information that was provided. No, you asking me to make the nexus and make the connection. That's what I'm doing.
So she can't flip? Can't flip?
Allegedly, the BOP information that was provided is what made the star witness go against R. Kelly.
So we all seen on Shabazz when she said, "Nigga, you lied to me."
Oh, don't say the N word on him.
Man, I can't say nothing.
I don't like no. You just keep the cussing at a minimum, and I don't like no N word. I just don't like. But go ahead.
It's all good. We all seen on Shabazz the moment went in real time when she flipped, and she said that you lied to me. So that's why she flipped, because let me finish. She said you lied to me. And to the extent is I don't know, but she
how does
we seen in real time. We seen in real time.
We saw it in real time. So answer your own question. How does Azriel know that R. Kelly lied to her?
It don't matter. That's how she flipped.
It does matter. It does matter. You asked the question. You just said that we saw it in real time.
Rumor has it that she saw surviving R. Kelly and realized that she got lied to.
Lied to? How does surviving R. Kelly?
She said you lied to me. That's what she said. She said, nope, Bear. You lied to me, Bear.
Okay, but what
he shouldn't have lied to her. If he wouldn't have lied to her, she would have never flipped. So he flipped her. We should have been truthful with her.
Where did you see surviving R. Kelly at?
That's rumored. Like I said, that's rumor. I said the rumor has it. But
okay, so if she saw
he shouldn't have lied to her. He was slipping on his pimping.
He didn't slip on his pimping. Somebody gave it up. Somebody added they ad libs and gave it up. Somebody flipped her. She didn't do that on her own. So
I don't care who flipped her. She can flip. It don't matter. She can flip.
Be dishonest about what happened. But I'm gonna let
because before she flipped, they was gonna do it without her.
Okay.
When she flipped, she gave up. When she flipped, she started working with the government, and she gave up the storage, and he got superseded.
Do you think they would have won without the star witness in that case? You
say that again?
Do you think they?
Well, we already did the math on that, and we took her out because of the RICO, right? Because he got a RICO. To answer your question, yes, and the reason being is because he had a RICO, and with the RICO, all you need is 2 predicate acts. All you need, he had well over 2. Let me answer your question. So if you take her out completely, he still had 2 predicate acts.
Okay, but you don't have a witness standing up there saying that this, because what you
could take her out, take her completely out,
and the jury doesn't believe it. Okay.
Okay, take her out, but he still got 2 predicate acts with the other people outside of her.
Minor. You talking about some giving failure to give your STD status? How much time you give for that? And do they believe it? And if you don't have the star witness there saying that she got the STD, that you see what I'm saying? That falls on deaf ears.
So listen.
Much time without Azriel. I don't care what you all say. the RICO still would have been justified.
Yeah, he get the same amount of time because you know why? They ran her sentence when they did the sentencing. They ran her sentence concurrent with everybody else. Now I can understand if they did consecutive, then I could understand that. But they ran hers concurrent with all the other people. So even if you take her out, it's not separate. So you can take her out, and because they ran it. See, it's common sense.
Okay, listen, I let
You take her out completely. Listen, you take her out. Listen, let me finish. You take her out completely. Let's give you your wish. Take her out completely with the RICO, right? Unfortunately, all you need is 2. And they will still have got 2 predicate acts without her. Still.
Can I talk now?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we taking Azriel out. So you all want to minimize the effectiveness of Azriel. You all don't win without Azriel.
I'm minimizing that. It's definitely stronger. It's definitely stronger with her. I'm not denying that.
Not being in that trial doesn't get y'all that RICO in that 30 years. Because what you all fail to understand is Azriel brings the actual what's the word they charging with? Exploitation current. She was the last current minor in the trial. Okay. Her testimony about the STD, about the stuff she allegedly did with R. Kelly, that's what got him the 30 years.
Okay. So let's go there. Let's go there.
It's not happening like that.
So let's go there. Her testimony in the STD. What that have to do with
skunk R. Kelly? They don't care about no faith.
I got you. I heard you. So my question to you is her testimony and the STD stuff, what that got to do with Mel?
Because she wouldn't have gave it up if she hadn't got the mail.
No, the mail would need to be used to prosecute him.
Why does the mail gotta be used to prosecute him?
That's their argument. That they used the mail to help them with their case to prosecute him. And the government is saying that they don't have any zero evidence to support that.
They didn't say that.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back and see what the government said. Hold on. Let me go back.
They didn't say that. Do you remember?
Okay, let me go back. I got you. I want to make it up.
Answer my question. Do you remember the motion to compel that Bonjean submitted to the prosecution?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go back and see what.
You could.
Yeah, I remember that.
You could chew gum and talk. Do you?
I remember that.
Huh?
I remember that. But let me go back and see.
So my next question is, Keller, why was that submitted? Why did Bonjean have to submit the motion to compel?
Because she wanted to get some evidence.
Okay, but if the prosecution gave it up and if they didn't have it, so whatever you about to read is nothing.
I think they said it was still under investigation.
They what?
I believe they said it was still under investigation or something at that time.
Okay, so it's 2026. Is it still under investigation? Why they don't have the information now?
Oh no! Hold on 1 second. Let me
play with somebody else. Y'all gotta go play with somebody else. It's not going down over here. Okay.
All right. So this is what the government is saying. This is the government.
What they said because they never gave the investigative information to the defense. So, but go ahead and read it for your own good. But I'm not going.
Okay. So the defense alleges that a former cellmate of Kelly's at the federal lockup in Chicago conspired with a prisoner officials to steal R. Kelly's legal correspondence and hand it over to federal prosecutors. The defense argued that the prosecutors used stolen. Oh, this is defense. Let me go to what the. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me see what the prosecutors said.
It doesn't matter, Keller, because they never provided it to the defense. Why do you? I don't know why you try to make points, and I get it.
Okay, here we go.
The bottom line is they never provided it.
So this is what the counter argument from prosecutors.
And you about to prove that they lied. Go ahead.
Here's the counter argument from the prosecutors. Prosecutors have called these allegations deeply unserious. They argue that the defense has provided absolutely no objective, credible evidence, such as log, security footage, or internal documentations, to prove that the federal prosecutors ever received stolen legal mail or coordinate a hit on Kelly. Um, the prosecution asserts
You
that
talking
Kelly's
about
defense is.
Aryan resistance. We talking about the BOP breach.
I'm just saying what they arguing. So the prosecutors assert that
You talking about something else. You talking about the
mail. They said received stolen mail too. They said received stolen mail.
Okay, so answer this. Answer your own question.
So they said the mail was sent to Tasha K, not the prosecutors.
Okay, but guess what? Answer this. If it was not a breach, well, no, this is my question. How is the defense gonna get something from the BOP if the BOP is not willing to give to them? So
here's the
let me finish. So the prosecution trying to say that the defense can't prove it. Hell no, we can't prove it. Because they didn't provide it. If they would have provided Bonjean with the investigative material, then we would have had some proof. She submitted the motion to compel because you all did not provide it. That's what I think too. I think that too, Prima. I think he blended the threat with the BOP. I think that too.
Oh no, I was just reading what the prosecutors is arguing.
Yeah, but you talking about the threat. The threat on
I'm just reading.
Okay, but I'm saying in regards to
so when you said it was a BOP breach, right? What exactly was
BOP breach? That's what we're talking about.
Okay, so Tasha K read that, right? On her
yes, she said it. She admitted that she had it.
So listen, let me finish. So Tasha K read that on her live, remember?
I remember.
And on that, when she read, I love you so much, Bear. I love you freaking much. How would that be used against him? Talking about how much they love each other.
Do you remember when Tasha K said that she gave the information?
I miss you so freaking much.
Answer the question. Do you remember when Tasha K said she gave the information to Angelo?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we talking about? What are we doing?
They not the prosecutors. That's what we talking about. They're not the prosecutors.
Quit playing with me.
They're not the prosecutors.
Quit playing with me, man.
So here's the thing. The prosecutors don't need any breach information. They have access to his mail. Everything that's sent to,
but the defense does not. You just said the defense does not provide proof of the breach. How they gonna? What they got? Some magic pixie dust? They gonna throw it on the prison and automatically the stolen mail gonna come out the window? How they gonna get it if the BOP does not provide it?
Well, they the one. They need to prove it. So if they making these claims, they gonna have to prove it. So you just said how they gonna prove their claims. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Exactly.
Okay, they made some claims that they can't prove, so he's screwed. You pretty much saying that he's screwed because the defense made some claims that they're not gonna be able to prove.
They can't because do you remember?
He's screwed. He's screwed.
He's screwed. Remember that Bo Brinley did not submit the paperwork timely?
Okay.
Watch the whole case.
Based on what you're saying, he is screwed. If you're saying that his defense are making claims that they can't even prove, that means he's screwed. It's DOA.
I mean, what? It's not that he can't prove it. It's that they got to.
That's what you just said. Now we want to switch it up now.
Take it to trial. We got to take it to trial.
They got
Bo Brinley the one to do it. I'm sorry. I just don't. Like Barnes.
I will say this though. I would take, and I don't even believe I'm about to say this right here. I would exchange R. Kelly to be completely free right now in exchange from Donald Trump being locked up. I'll take that. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'll take that.
Boy, don't make my stomach hurt.
I'm dead serious. I'm serious. You got me saying right now, free Kales. Free Kales.
Look, I hope you know tomorrow somebody gonna have a video clip of that. They gonna have
Hey, clip this, clip it up. Free Kales.
For the ops, y'all saying free Kales. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna make it short. You're so stupid, fool.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
You serious? No.
I'm serious. I'll take that exchange right now.
Well, that's serious because I know you don't like R. Kelly at all. So you, man.
Right, exactly. I hate Trump even more.
Right.
But you know, the Chicago. Back to what I was saying. The Chicago and New York is the one that really got him. New York is the problem, not Chicago.
York, you're right. New York is the problem, and he botched. That's why I'm
so they
because he botched that whole situation. But Prima saying that they still got some open doors. I just pray they walk through them because New York, we need that BOP trial. I'm telling you, we need that so bad. We need that. If we can't get your boy Trump to exonerate him, we need that BOP trial. That's the only way that I see it. Now I don't know all the legal avenues, but that's how I view it.
That's extremely hard to get. You know, they and the government is going to push back so hard. On top of it's already close to impossible to do that.
But think about it, it's nothing to push back. If they get the trial, you gotta submit that information. Remember, they gave up part of the investigation, not the whole report. That's why she had to submit the motion to compare. I remember like yesterday because I thought he was about to walk. I thought the trial was going to end and he was going to walk at that point. But they
New York. I don't know what Prima Donna is talking about, but New York has 0 legal doors left to open. That's completely locked down. What doors is she saying that he have?
I'm gonna go call Angie. Tell her to come in here. Because we wanna know. See if she woke.
No, I'm just saying, I'm asking her like what doors.
No, I'm serious. I want to know what doors. That's what I'm saying. We need to ask Angie and see if she'll. I don't know if she'll come or not, but see if she'll text and see if she'll come.
Because I remember reading. That New York is done.
Oh, okay. She said, I see what she's saying. Because that's what I'm thinking. You got to do case by case. He doesn't have the money or the legal staff to walk all these cases down. We got to chip away at this hit thing. I agree with that. It's not going to happen all at once. You see,
I missed it.
You helped funnel the information.
You gave one. I missed it. What was it? I mean, if you chip away,
she said okay, hold on. I had put it up. She said the federal habeas corpus petition.
She said what?
It's on the screen. The federal habeas corpus petition.
Hold on.
Don't be trying to go to your Reddit or whatever you're trying to look up.
I want to make sure because I thought it was. I want to make sure. I could be wrong, but let me make sure. Hold on. So I remember reading that he was done, but I want to make sure. Give me 1 second.
We need to ask Angie. Call Angie.
Hold on.
And I got. I'm gonna play it.
I don't want to.
And then I'm gonna come right back because I can't leave you up here talking. There's no telling what you gonna say. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna find a little R&B cut. Let's see. They probably gonna knock up my monetization. But we finna play a song. Because I gotta run real quick. Come right back. Okay, y'all. What song do we want to hear?
Okay. So I looked that up. Did you take me out?
No, you still up there?
Oh, okay. So I looked it up, I mean, I guess it could be, but this says less than 1% chance that it's actually granted. So,
Hey, as long as it gone, Kramer. Got your legal knowledge. Go, girl. I mean, as long as it's a window, sure. We'll take it.
y'all want to grasp the straws? I'll give it to you.
We'll take a mouse hole, Keller. We don't care. We'll come through the mouse hole to get them out. We ain't worried about it. We just need all options available. Okay. We need all options. It's unfortunate though. I mean, and I have to give it to you. You've been a little bit more fair and open and understanding about stuff. And you've been honest. You're not the same Keller that
I'm still saying Keller. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm the same person.
When you first started, you wasn't consenting to nothing. I mean, you wasn't admitting nothing. You was denying everything, but over time you have been a little more righteous.
I would say the only thing that really changed with me was the parents. And that's because I just needed more information. Other than that, I've stuck to everything I've been saying.
Yeah, I guess you did. I think when that text message came out, you was like, "Oh no."
Right.
You was like, "Hold on now, wait a minute." That's funny though. So you think that? What do you think about this whole thing with the with Habib? First of all,
I just told you what
the prosecution, and then saying that he gave it to him. Basically, flip sides.
The prosecution is saying what?
I said, what do you think about the Habib dude, the guy, the inmate, basically? First of all, giving the information up, then trying to side with R. Kelly.
Well, they saying that they don't. The prosecution saying that there's no proof of that.
Okay, so you understand the testimony is evidence, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if Habib gets on the stand and states that happened, what happened? What do you think now?
Well, we'll see. I mean, that's why you have this. That's why you're going to have this judge look at everything, and we'll see. But this is just standard protocol. The judge is going to hear them, and this is normal for them to do. And it is also normal for them to hear everything they got to say right before they deny. So I believe that this is going to be extremely hard to overturn. And even if they do find a miracle, it's only going to shave off 1 year.
So you think that even if the guy comes up there and states that he did it, well, this is my question to you. What do you think the prosecution's defenses, or I shouldn't say defense.
I just told you what their argument was. When we go back to it?
Okay, well, but I'm saying that's what they submitted.
Oh, the defense. I didn't read the defense.
No.
Let me go to the defense.
Let me clarify. The prosecutor saying it didn't happen, they ain't get it. Okay. Habib takes the stand, say he did do it. What do you think the prosecution's next move is?
So let's just do this. Do you want me to read what the defense is saying and then what the prosecutor is saying?
Yes, go ahead and do that, because I gotta run real quick and I'll be right back. Don't be up here saying no crazy stuff to my people.
I'm gonna start cussing. Get your loud shit down.
Okay.
Go ahead and leave.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna be listening.
Take your time.
I'm taking my phone with me.
Take your time. She finna go take a dookie.
Okay.
Make sure you wash your hands.
Oh, I ain't going. I gotta go to the garage real quick. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me see. So number one, stolen legal mail, compromised communication. This is the defense argument. I think it's 3 main points.
And wait, give them the date now so they can have that.
I'm just reading. I don't know if they got the dates or not. I'm just reading.
Okay.
The argument, the defense alleges that a former cellmate of Kelly's at the federal lockup in Chicago conspired with prison officials to steal Kelly's legal correspondence and handed it over to prosecutors. So this don't have nothing to do with Tasha K. The defense argues that prosecutors used this stolen privileged attorney client information to systematically pressure and coerce key witnesses, one of Kelly's former girlfriend, into changing their stance and testifying against him. They argue this is a direct violation of the Sixth Amendment and rights to a fair trial and effective counsel. Second one, the Brady violation, Giglio. The defense is accusing the prosecution of intentionally hiding evidence that could have helped his case, which is a massive legal no-no, known as the Brady or Giglio violation. The argument, his attorney claims the government withheld evidence showing that the star witness had ulterior motives or were being influenced behind the scene. Specifically, they previously argued that the key witness, Jane, lied under oath about her intentions to seek millions in restitution if he was convicted. And the government failed to properly disclose information regarding their witness credibility. Third, cruel, unusual treatment, extortion plot. They argue that because his legal team started uncovering this alleged trial misconduct, Bureau of Prisons officials and Departments of Justice staff effectively attempted to silence Kelly. They filed a sworn declaration from an inmate, a former Aryan Brotherhood member, who claimed prison officials offered him escape plan if he killed R. Kelly. I don't even know if I can say that. I think I'm about I think that's it. Oh, okay. While the judge quickly dismissed.
Hold on, I'm back. It sounds like you reading the about the threat. Are you reading the current brief?
I was just reading what the defense is they arguing. So let me go to the prosecution.
Is this for the current brief? Because it sounds like you.
Right. This is what's going on now. What's going on now?
Oh, really? Okay, go ahead.
Okay. While the judge quickly dismissed the request for immediate home release over this due to lack of jurisdiction, the defense is using these claims to argue that the entire federal against Kelly is corrupt. And they are using this newly discovered evidence of systematic misconduct to demand a formal motion to vacate his conviction. So that is what the defense is saying. So this is what the prosecutor is.
Okay, now I came in on the tail end. What are they calling it? They're calling it the letter.
Oh, so that had nothing to do with Tasha K. What you was talking about?
This is different, Kelly. That's what I'm saying. This is a second breach. This is Mondi, the inmate.
Oh, okay. I know you brought up Tasha K before. That's why I was saying.
Yeah, that was the BOP. Tasha K is the BOP. Mondi is the new alleged breach.
So this is what the prosecution is responding back.
Okay.
The government primary stance on the claims regarding stolen legal mail in the Aryan Brotherhood prison assassination plot is that they are entirely fabricated. Prosecutors have called these allegations deeply unserious. They argue that the defense has provided absolutely no objective, credible evidence, such as log, security footage, or internal documentations, to prove that the federal prosecutors has ever received stolen legal mail or coordinated a hit on R. Kelly. The prosecutor asserts that R. Kelly's defense is trying to turn a standard post-conviction review into a media media. Hold on. Why did this cut off? 1 second. I don't know. That cut off. I don't know what happened. Okay. Second. Doing the counter argument, the prosecutor argues that even if there were minor procedural arguments regarding prison conditions or cellmate, it does nothing to change the core facts of the trial. During the federal trial in both New York and Chicago, the government presented dozens of witnesses, decades of airline logs, financial records, internal business documents from Kelly's staff, and hours of explicit videotapes. The prosecution states that the jury verdict was based on airtight, multi-decade history of racketeering, child exploitation, and bribery. They argue that the defense technical complaints about how the witness behaved or what a cellmate did do not invalidate the massive pile of direct evidence that proved his guilt.
That's it.
They got a third point too. Okay. Misrepresenting. Hold on. Okay. Misinterpreting standard prison protocols. The prosecution has addressed Kelly's complaint about being placed in solitary confinement or having his communication monitored. The government states that when a high-profile inmate faces safety concerns or are being investigated for prison infractions, putting them in administrative security solitary confinement is their own protection for investigation purposes. And I think that's it. That's all they got.
Let me ask you a question. And congratulations to the prosecution. That's what they're supposed to say. And it sounds like it was well written and to the point. I get it. But the bottom line is this. What do you think they're going to say? Do you really think that they're going to say that this
they're gonna put, I just told you they're going to push back hard. I told you that.
I mean, but to me, it's not hard. To me, it's
but we haven't got to the thing yet.
To what?
Did it happen already?
No, we ain't there yet. But I'm saying once this dude testifies, what next? What you gonna say? You gonna say he lied? That somebody paid him, they gave him some snacks, and R. Kelly gave him some snacks and told him to lie? What's your
Well, I don't know. I gotta hear it.
Okay.
Gotta hear it.
I'm just curious to know. Okay. But that sounds like what they should have said. But once again, and it's sad because they know good and well, because you tried to come with that argument, regardless of what the evidence, the direct evidence was. If there was a breach in his communications, that means the trial is no longer just.
Okay, congratulations. You just shaved a year off his sentence. Congratulations.
Okay, well, thank you, because we need that year. We need everything we can get at this point. Well, I appreciate you coming up here. I'm trying to think if there's something else I can ask you. What did I go over today? So do you believe this guy, or do you think he just a sham?
I don't know. You asked me that. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I like when I first came on here, I said, I hope it do get overturned. So you realize this is just a waste of time. I'm just gonna shave off a year.
Okay, well, let me ask you my original question. Why, if we know there was a BOP breach, why do you all still support him being in jail?
The BOP breach has nothing to do with him sexually assault minors. If you can explain to me,
You can't
how does
say
that negate that? How does that negate that? Can you explain that to me?
Because there's certain things called processes and procedure. They're basically saying that there's a procedural, they call it a structural error. I call it a procedural error. If the process is tainted, the whole thing is tainted. I don't care if you got every witness, videotapes,
What breach you talking about? The Tasha K breach or this other guy?
I'm talking about the Tasha K breach. That's what I'm
Oh
talking
man,
about.
please. Oh man, please. We miss you so freaking much. Oh, get that out of here. Come on now. She read that. Oh, Darren, miss you so freaking much. That please.
No,
What that's gonna do?
The point is that it was a breach. That's what I'm saying. You
I understand that now. I believe that lady who did it was they didn't they reprimand the lady that did that?
No, she resigned. Nothing happened.
Well, she lost her retirement because she was retiring, and I thought she lost her retirement because of that.
They did nothing to her. From what I recall, she retired. It sounded like they gave her the option to retire, and she took it. But they didn't.
So if that lady did that, right? You know, I think she should be reprimanded for it. I think it could be a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit that maybe he can get. Maybe it's ground for some civil stuff.
You don't think that affects his trial?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
There's a nexus between the BOP leak and Azriel Clary?
What you mean?
The breach
because what I read was we miss you so freaking much, Bear.
No, listen.
How much they miss each other?
No,
it has nothing to do with his trial.
Based on strictly what Tasha K said.
Unless I miss something, maybe you can explain to me. Okay, maybe you can explain to me how does them going back and forth saying we miss you so freaking much got anything to do with his trial?
Because that's the point you pushing. The bottom line is
I'm asking you a question. I'm
telling you right now, that's not what you saying is irrelevant. What I'm saying is the fact alone that there was a breach. We don't know what was leaked, but we do know is that what Tasha K said on her video is that she got the information and gave it to the father.
Right.
Okay. We know that happened. That's what she said happened. Okay. So with that being said, there is a breach. That's a infraction in the process of his trial.
So listen. When you in prison, so the prosecutors, this was a staff worker that didn't have nothing to do with him who did this, right? So the prosecutors, they don't need this information to be leaked. They have access to everything he do. They open up all his mail, they read it before he get it. They listen to all his phone calls and messages. So is no need for them to get information leaked to it because they have access to it whenever they want. Now, this lady that got this wasn't attached to his case, from my understanding. But the people who they can listen to his stuff whenever he want. The client attorney privileges. It happens in a closed room, and that's a client privilege stuff that's happening, in a room where only him and his attorney here. But the media, and we went over this. The media, when he talked to his girlfriend through the email, you have to check off a consent that everything you say is going to be monitored. So there's no need for the prosecutors to leak that information to them because they have access to it. That lady that did it, this is somebody who worked there and leaked it out to social media, to Tasha K.
Okay, now
that had nothing to do with his trial. And what she gave him had nothing to do with his trial. And if he was talking about his trial over something that's being monitored by the federal prison, he's stupid.
Okay, now I'll let you talk. Don't interrupt me. We're talking about IT here, okay? The facts of the well, I shouldn't say the facts. The paperwork stated that there were multiple people who are on a network. You have the network administration, and they give you access on the network. Apparently, the prison communications or either R. Kelly's communications were open to multiple people. They said over 100 people accessed that information. Okay, that is internal to the BOP, the Bureau of Prisons. Okay, yes, internally you have the right to read everything. You have access. No, you don't. No, you don't. You have. Let me get this right. Okay, yeah, you do. You have the right to read it. However, when it comes to the point of you sharing it, that's
Right.
where the violation comes.
I agree.
In. Okay.
I agree.
So
that's what she messed up at.
Right.
And it's supposed to stay internal.
It's supposed to stay internal. So the moment that it went to the public, however it got to the public, it turns out that this one lady got the information, leaked it to Tasha K somehow. And the bottom line is, Keller, is this. We don't know what was in there. Okay.
She read it. We miss you so freaking much, Bear.
But this what you hold on. No. That's not all of it. Because we don't, just because she read that part doesn't mean that there's more. We don't know how much was leaked. Tasha K might have just read one page. She might have.
Oh, you act like you know. So they'll say you don't know because you act like you know.
I'm not saying.
Okay. So if you don't know, you can't say it was.
This is what you're missing. You trying to go too deep. I'm going surface level with this. Bottom line is there was a breach. I don't.
So you saying you don't know? You saying you don't know, but you're acting like you know.
I'm not saying that I know. I'm saying the point.
You said it was attorney-client privileges, like you know.
We don't know if it was or wasn't.
Okay, say that.
This what you're not
say that.
You can't leak his regular mail. I don't care if I was writing him a letter.
You can't do that. You can't leak his internal stuff externally. You can't leak. I get that.
You're saying,
but that wasn't the prosecutors.
You're not saying that's a violation in his process of his.
But that's not what they're saying. They said that it was given to prosecutors. They said that his mail from his attorneys was given to prosecutors. That's what they're saying. That's not the Tasha K thing.
That is the Tasha K thing.
That's IB. That's IB.
No, it's not. I'm talking.
That's what they arguing though.
No, you mixing it up. You're going back to Habib. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the BOP breach. Period. Point blank. We don't know what was leaked. All we know is that there was a breach, and the fact that there was a breach alone is enough that he should get a new trial. We shouldn't. Even
though you don't know what was breached. Even though you don't know what was breached.
The matter to R. Kelly, and it got to Tasha.
Unfortunately, it's not. I know, you grasping for straws and you'll take anything, but unfortunately, it's just not how it works.
You being intellectually dishonest, that's what the title is, and I was right. Because you know good and well that that's wrong. Or you should know.
I just said it was wrong. I just said it was wrong.
But you're not saying that it justifies a new trial. How are you saying
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I am saying it don't get a new trial, but I'm saying it was wrong.
But explain to me why he doesn't get a new trial. Well, how do you justify you admit there's a breach, but you don't admit that he should get a new trial? Why?
Because only thing we can go off of what we know. I can't go off of what I don't know. So based on what I know, what was in that message was I miss you so freaking much. That's what I know. I'm not gonna go off of what I don't know. Tasha K read it, and that's what she read, and that's what she said. She said to the parents. So based off of that has nothing to do with his trial. Now you want to insert some things that you don't know about. You can do that. I'm not doing that. I can only operate off of what I know, not what I don't know. And that's what I know was when she read that, I miss you so freaking much, Bear, and that has absolutely nothing to do with his trial.
But see, this is a known tactic that I'm not surprised. You all always do that. Because you're basically going around. The basic point is that there was a breach. We don't have to know what was breached. You all want to use that because you all don't want to say he deserves a new trial, but he does.
So let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. So you saying that if he sent the email out saying something about what was the weather today, just the fact that that was breached mean he get a new trial. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. I don't care if they were saying birds that were flocked together. That's a breach.
That's laughable. That's laughable.
I don't know why.
Okay, well,
I think that's laughable. You should not. If you are R. Kelly and there was a breach, you telling me you wouldn't care that there was a breach?
Yeah, I would. I just told you I think he have grounds to get a civil lawsuit because of that, but nothing legally. I think he should sue and try to get some money, and I think that is more stronger than him getting a new trial. Civil.
Okay, so you think that Tasha K said she gave it to the father?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you mean to tell me you just going to ignore the fact that she's
Tasha K gave it to everybody because she read it. She read it, so she gave it to everybody.
Okay, but you saying that we supposed to ignore the fact that he's the star witness's daddy? We supposed to ignore that?
You did it.
First of all,
I'm not understanding
that fact, and two, you want us to act like he didn't give it to Azriel. You want us to ignore two things.
I mean, I don't understand like what that got to do with what he said got to do with his case. Regardless of who she gave it to, I am admitting that it should have came out externally. I'm saying that was wrong. He should sue the shit out of them. But regardless of who she gave it to, the whole world, she gave it to everybody. It was multiple people. The simple fact that she read it online and she put it in her on her whatever you call that board, whatever you call that thing, she put it on there too. Okay, so everybody got it. I think the problem with Tasha K, what they was trying to make is if she paid for it. That was the issue.
That's not a point. That's not a point. That's
what would have got her in trouble. No, if it was.
No, it's not.
Yeah, at that particular time. At that particular time, that's what it made it. That's what it would have made it illegal if it was paid for.
No, it did not. It made it illegal.
That's what they was arguing. That's what they was arguing.
They were arguing that, but that's not. That was irrelevant. Whether she paid for it or not, that's irrelevant. The point is, and you got to remember, Azriel's part of the public. So if they gave it to the world, then they also gave it to Azriel. Okay.
And they should sue them for that. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
Okay. I'm gonna take your answer. We ain't gonna beat a dead horse. I just want the people to hear your perspective on this. Very interesting, though. Very interesting. Let me think of another question. You got any questions for me?
I'm about to get up out of here.
Okay, well, I appreciate you coming because I think how long we been on here? Oh, it's about to be 2 hours. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Oh, and come back next time. I'm gonna try and come back soon.
All right.
Okay. All right, y'all. That was the chief of staff for the ops against R. Kelly. I want to thank everybody for coming in. We about to hit the 2 hour mark, y'all. I like to try and stay under 2 hours, but thank everybody who came up. Shout out to Prima, Keller, Miss Lady T, and everybody in the chat watching. I'll be back again. I ain't gonna say soon, but we're gonna continue to talk, keep R. Kelly alive, free R. Kelly. I'm gonna post up his information. I might got it in one of my clips where you all could donate to him. R. Kelly is still in need of funds while he is in prison. Yep, here you go, right here. That's R. Kelly's information if you want to donate to him. And you can also call to make sure it's correct. You can also call the Buckner Medium Federal Correctional Institute and get the correct process for donating to him. Okay. But I'm glad Keller came up here. He's a very he's an intellectual person. He thinks, but he is a R. Kelly. He's an opposition to R. Kelly. And, you know, they have certain ways that they do to justify their points, you know, just like we do. But that's why I speak to them, because it's interesting to see their point of view and how they view things. You know, I'm a person where I try and go to the basic fundamental things, and I don't want to go deeper than I have to go in certain situations. So as far as I'm concerned, once there's a breach, that's all that's needed to be known. He deserves a new trial based on that fact alone. I don't think you need to go deeper than that. Will we ever get to that point? I hope so. But we're going to say free R. Kelly, and thank y'all for coming. Catch y'all soon.
You got one with this one, Melody?